100 videos. 100 videos, this is what we have. I thought I'd share this bean burger recipe that a friend gave me. If you're going to try this and this is like your first vegetarian meal, do not compare it to hamburgers, because it's not a hamburger, but it is really flavorful and really good, and I think it's a great sandwich. So I really like this recipe. My family really likes this recipe. They'll request it instead of other barbecue things, so that says something. All right, I've minced up 1 red bell pepper, about half a cup to a cup-ish of some onion. I guess that's really not very specific. Go with what feels good. And then about 3 to 4 garlic cloves minced up. And we're just gonna take them over here to our cast iron skillet with some oil and fry them up. Once everything is looking soft and caramelized, it's ready to go into the food processor. A tablespoon of flaxseed meal and a tablespoon of water. And I just kind of let that stir around and soak together till it becomes slightly viscous. It's a really good egg replacement and has some really good nutrition. Right, now onto spices. I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of some paprika. I've got a 1.5 teaspoons of some cumin. I've got 1 teaspoon of some chili powder mix. I've got 1 teaspoon of some oregano. Thanks, bye. And I've got half a cup of some oatmeal. And then I'm going to take that flaxseed mixture that I put together and I'm going to scrape that into the bowl too. Okay, I'm getting that in. I'll add in a good 5-finger pinch of some salt, black pepper, and then we're going to let this thing take a whirl. All right, once this mixture looks about like so, I'm adding in about 2 cups of some black beans. Now ideally you want these to be pretty dry and not have ice in them, but I'm not a perfectionist, and so these are the things I have to deal with. All right, we want to leave just a few little chunks with the black beans. You don't want them completely blended in there so it's perfectly smooth at all. It's gotta have some texture. Then we're gonna make them into these little patties here, and we're just gonna kind of flatten it out a bit so that we can bake them in the oven and get a nice texture. All right, into the oven at 375, and we're gonna be cooking it for 20 minutes in total, but 10 minutes on each side, so we're gonna be flipping in the middle. All right, we're taking these out and just giving them a little flip. All right, so they're out of the oven. You can see they've got a little bit of a hold-to-itiveness. They're still pretty moist on in the center, as you can see, but they don't need to be like fully cooked through because it's not meat. It's just a delicious bean mixture. Yeah. All right, assembling these burgers are easy. Take my Hot Buns recipe and make them. They're awesome. And then top them with fresh sliced tomatoes, some thinly sliced onions, get some avocado and some lime and mix it together. Lettuce is okay. I personally think Curdito is even better. Pickles are always a good idea. And if you really want to send this over the top, use my awesome sauce found back in the sweet potatoes and black beans recipe. Super good with this recipe. I'll put links for those recipes I mentioned in the descriptions of this video.